You know what, guys? I believe there are some people that just can't be helped. There are some people that should be locked up in prison, no questions asked, no parole, life in prison without the possibility of parole. I really do believe that. If they don't actually get the death penalty, okay? In this case, guys, in North Carolina, this story is tragic, folks. Absolutely tragic. Now, I don't take public transportation. I just don't. Actually, I live on the outskirts of Houston, outside the city, so we don't even have public transportation where I'm at. But in these big cities, there is public transportation. And I'm not the kind of person that would actually take that transportation because there are some lunatics out there, folks. Absolutely crazy people. Crazy people that should not be out on the streets. These are the types of people that should actually be locked up in prison, the key thrown away, because these people are career criminals. Some people you just can't rehabilitate. Just can't. And this is a prime example, guys. This scumbag in North Carolina, black guy, on the light rail. He's sitting down. He looks kind of disturbed. And then fate happens. A white lady that works at a pizza place, I believe she's actually from Ukraine, just takes a seat right in front of him. Now, I'm pretty sure these people on the light rail don't know each other. She's sitting down, looking at her phone, has her earbuds in. She never saw it coming, folks. This man just snapped. He pulls out a knife, and then he just jumps up and stabs her multiple times. I'm assuming in the neck, because now she's dead. She's dead. Now, what's even more disturbing to me, folks, is that there was other people around and like nobody noticed anything. Maybe everybody had their earbuds in on their phones, but folks, there was blood everywhere. Blood everywhere. And this scumbag, a career criminal, walked away. But he found out. They got him, man. And now I don't think he's ever getting out again. Now, North Carolina, do they actually have the death penalty? I don't know. Let me know that for sure in the comment section if you actually know. This guy is ripe for the death penalty, folks. This man should not be alive. Let's get into it. Right over here on that, guys. In Wokeness put this out because the only way you can actually find this story, folks, is on local news. Like local in the area and social media. Because they point out right here, man, that all of these mainstream media outlets, nobody covered this. Nobody did. Zero stories from the AP, PBS, New York Times, NPR, Wall Street Journal, BBC, CNN, WAPO, Reuters, MSNBC. No stories on this. But if you guys remember when Daniel Penny, the white guy in New York City, saved people from a black scumbag that was threatening to kill them. He was actually on camera restraining him, and Daniel Penny, not Daniel Penny, but who was the guy's name? I can't remember his name, but he died. And the mainstream media was all over Daniel Penny, covering it. They wanted him to go down in flames because he's a white man. And the black guy died. But in this case right here, this definitely doesn't fit the narrative, folks. This is a black man and a white woman. And the black man stabbed her to death. No media coverage, folks. None. But right over here, let's look at this news clip right here, guys. And this is on WBTV. Let's watch this news clip here so they can explain everything. Here we go.
New details in a deadly stabbing on a cat's rail line. Thanks for joining us for your news at 6. I'm Siobhan Bryan. It was 2 weeks ago today that this woman, Irina Zarutska, a Ukrainian refugee, was killed while riding the light rail in South Charlotte. Since that time, there have been several questions about what happened, why it happened, and could it have been prevented. Today, Katz released surveillance video of the events leading up to and after her murder. And we want to warn you, some of these images could be considered disturbing to our viewers. We're not sharing images of the attack, but rather what led up to it. WBTV anchor Jamie Bowl joins me live in studio with more on that video. Jamie?
Yeah, Siobhan, first, before we show you anything, we think it's important for everyone at home to understand the process we go through in cases like this. Awful things happen. Sometimes our photojournalists are there for the incidents. Other times we get video from police body cameras, or in this case, Charlotte Area Transit. We request video from agencies all the time. We do it to confirm what we have been told is backed up by the available video. It's about transparency. It's about confirmation. Now, when we get video like we did today, it doesn't just mean we put it on the air. In fact, often we don't show it, or it's heavily edited, especially when it's violent and graphic. We ask questions of ourselves. Does this video show us something important? Does it give us new or better insight into what happened? Is there news value in showing it? And then we factor in decency and privacy. Tonight, we've decided to air a portion of the video provided by Katz. We're doing that because it verifies what we've been told about this incident, and that is newsworthy given the public attention and the demands for safety improvements. We will not be showing the actual stabbing itself.
And that's good because they actually stopped right before he stabs her. But let's continue on.
It's 9:46 p.m. You'll notice right away, this looks like any other ride aboard the light rail. People are doing what they do these days, keeping to themselves, scrolling on their phones as they ride along. The man accused in the killing, DeCarlos Brown, is in the red hoodies on the right side of your screen. He appears to be maybe a little emotional, perhaps a little agitated, but nothing disruptive. There's nothing that gets anyone's attention. About 30 seconds later, Irina Zarutska boards. She's wearing a hat and a t-shirt from a pizzeria, and she sits in the row in front of Brown. She has earbuds in and is looking at her phone. She too's just minding her own business. They ride along for around 4 minutes with nothing unusual happening. Then around 9:50 p.m., Brown reaches into a pocket. We've zoomed in on it here. He pulls out a pocket knife. No one notices a thing. Seconds later, he would stand up, and from behind, unprovoked, as we stop the video, he would stab the young woman several times. She
Wow.
had no chance to defend herself.
So right there, he's about to stab her, and the person next to him on their phone can't really tell if they have earbuds in as well. Didn't notice. The person in front also on the phone. Now, the people in the back here, I can't really tell. But nobody noticed anything.
Attack was over in seconds, and when it was over, Brown walked through the train attempting to get off.
He's dropping blood
Passengers,
everywhere.
if any, at first realized what had happened until they noticed drops of blood on the floor. 90 seconds after the attack, a bystander rushes down to begin lending aid to Zarutska. She would die from her injuries.
Wow.
30 seconds later, 9:52 p.m., 6 minutes into the video, Brown leaves the light rail.
The video here shows us just how quickly things happened and how difficult it would have been to prevent once he got on the train. And that is an important part to all of this. From what we've been told, Brown never should have been on the train. Authorities tell WBTV he did not buy a ticket. Katz says it is working on ways to keep fare skippers off mass transit.
Yeah, so you saw that right there, guys. This man didn't even buy a ticket. He was riding on the train for free. Now, there's another clip down here, guys. I'm not going to play it, but it actually shows you more footage of him pretty much walking around, blood dripping everywhere, and people actually saying, like, hey, bro, you're bleeding. They're actually thinking, he injured himself. But eventually, you end up seeing people running to the back to actually help the woman, and this guy gets off. But the good thing is, man, he has been charged, though, with first-degree murder. DeCarlos Brown Jr., 34 years old, arrested and charged with first-degree murder in connection with Zarutska's killing. Brown was ordered last week to remain in jail and undergo a competency evaluation. I don't believe this man should ever get out. Keep him in jail till his trial. And no doubt about it, he's going to be convicted, life in prison or death penalty. Just that simple, man. Just that simple. But the writing was on the wall, folks. Because look here, man. Look here. This man is a career criminal, folks. A career criminal. The man has a lengthy rap sheet dating back to 2007. We're talking about 18 years, folks. 18 years. Look at this. 2007 to 2014. Juvenile and early adult years. Brown's criminal record begins as early as 2007 when he was still a minor. Over this period, he was arrested at least 6 times for crimes including felony larceny, robbery with a dangerous weapon, communicating threats. However, most of those charges were reportedly dropped. Wow. 2014, armed robbery conviction. Brown was convicted of armed robbery and served approximately 5 years in prison. He was released in September 2020. February 2021. So like months after he got out from prison, assault and property crimes. Shortly after his release, Brown was arrested for assault on a female, his sister, injury to personal property and trespassing. And then July 2022, domestic disturbance, arrested for disorderly conduct due to yelling and cursing, causing a disturbance and drawing attention for multiple tenants at a property. January 2025, misuse of the 911 system. Folks, this man should have never been released. This kind of person, you should have locked up and thrown away the key. Thrown away the key. Look here though, guys. Look at all of these different mud shots. I believe there's 14 mud shots right here, folks. It's kind of blurry on my end, but some of them say he's 33 in this picture right here, 22 in this picture right there. I can't really tell what that says right there. It's blurry. I mean, this is crazy. Crazy. This man should burn for this, man. He should burn for this. And if this guy's crazy, man, we need to make insane asylums great again. I mean, that woman, all she did was sit down. Probably just finished her shift at her pizza job. Probably was going home. She never saw it coming, folks. And this scumbag got up and stabbed her to death. Wow. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.